Good day, Internet people. This is attempt 2. You won't see an attempt 1. As you can see, we have a TACHIKAZE deck profile for you. As I've only just completed the deck. Sorry. I was waiting on one more card and I didn't want to go out and spend money because I've just moved house, so I can't spend money else my girlfriend would not be happy with me.
And someone just happened to have the card in the trade folder, right? So... Yes,
so it just took some time to arrange the trade and get the booster box that was the subject of the trade over, because I got another card as well. But right, so TACHIKAZE in standard. We start with Dragon Egg. When rolled upon, draw a card.
Oh yeah.
Standard. Triggers. Because TACHIKAZE is an XL clan, we have front triggers. I run 4. I run 2 crits. Because I always run crits in my XL decks just so people don't expect them, so it's a bit of a shock when a crit turns out. 4 heals. Standard. Because who doesn't run 4 heals? The madman. And I run 6 draws. 4 of which are the Arc Bird, perfect card, as you can see. And then 2 copies of Cannon, Fire, Dragon, Sledge, Ankle, or Onkler, however the way you say it. I run 6 draws because I've always ran 6 draws in a TACHIKAZE deck. All my TACHIKAZE decks run 6 draws, it's just what I do.
Draws are awesome though, right?
You need to draw in a TACHIKAZE deck.
Yeah.
Grade 1s. 4 copies of Vicious Claw Dragon, Lacertonix. When placed from hand, put the top card of your deck down as a equip gauge for this unit, and when it is retired you may Soul Blast 1. If you do, return up to 1 gauge equipped to this unit to your hand. For those of you who don't know what equip gauge is, equip gauge, what you do is let's just get 1. You place it, and then the equip gauge goes down like that. It's kind of like Soul for rear guards. But because of the equip gauge function of this deck, it means this deck decks out fast. 2 copies of Assist Top Terex. If only my nephews were here, and my nephews could easily pronounce dinosaur names. 9k, grade 1, no shield, so its place is to be on the field. Hey, I'm a poet and I didn't know it.
Now you know.
I have a couple of Death Army guys as well in my Nova Grappler deck, because they're good on the XL circle, easy 19. Their place is in the field, on the field, not in the hands, because you can't guard, there's no shield. It's just weird having grade 1 with no shield.
It is weird, isn't it?
Sonic Noah, one of the backbones of the deck. When it boosts a rear guard, put the top card of your deck face down as an equip gauge for the boosted unit. And when its attack or the attack that it boosted hits, I can retire one of a rear guard to draw a card. Nice. And finally, the backbone of the deck, Winged Dragon Skype Turtle. Once cards aren't falling off the table. There we go. When it is retired from your guard during your turn, counterblast 1 and return this card to your hand. There was a version of it in the old days. When it was retired, it would go back to your hand, not just on your turn. And that's why it was awesome, because you could return it if someone else retired it. But that doesn't work anymore. That's just sad. But Skype Terror is the backbone of the deck.
Was it always a counterblast?
Yes. Yeah. And he also had 2k less in his older version. Next, Ravenous Dragon Megarex, the old 10k. When it attacks a Vanguard, you can retire another rear guard and draw a card. If this unit is on the rear guard circle, you can counterblast 1 and put the top card of your deck face down as an equip gauge for this unit. And it gains 5,000 power until end of battle for each equip gauge to add this under this unit. So if you get, ideally you want Sonic Noah behind him. It's the equip gauge strategy of the deck. So he's constantly gaining equip gauges because you'll need them for later.
You sure will, Bob.
Right. Next, we have 4 copies of Assault Dragon Polytops. When it would be retired from the rear guard, you may counterblast 1, and if you do, return up to 2 gauges to this unit from this unit to your hand. So if it gets retired by another unit, you can counterblast 1, and basically you're drawing 2 cards. If there are 2 equip gauges underneath it. And finally, for 2s, 3 copies of Savage Raider. When placed from the hand, you may put the top card of your deck face down as an equip gauge for one of your other rear guards. When it attacks a Vanguard, you may move any number of the gauges to one of your rear guards. So you can move them around. Useful if you're planning on retiring something just to keep them safe. Right, grade 3s. The Triple R, Tyrant Defrix. As you can see, XL. When it attacks a Vanguard, Soul Blast 1 and retire one of your other rear guards. Choose one of your opponent's front row rear guards and retire it. This unit gets 10,000 power until the end of battle for each gauge equipped to the rear guard that was retired for this unit. So, if you retire something that has 5 equip gauges on it, say a column that was made up of a Sonic Noah and a Mega Rex, and there's quite a few equip gauges under there, Tyrant Death Rex is coming for a lot. While Force decks may say, oh, I need to make sure I have a protect clans, I'll probably say, ha ha ha, very funny. And finally, the final grade 3, 4 copies of Ravenous Dragon Mega Rex. This was the reason why this deck took so long, because I had 3 for a while and I just was waiting on the last one. When it attacks, put up to 1 card from the top of your deck face down as an equip gauge for each of your rear guards. This unit then gets 5,000 power until the end of that battle for each of your rear guards. Wow, that will deck you out fast if you're not careful. Discard 5 equip gauge, 3 of your front row rear guards, gain plus 5,000 until the end of turn, and if your opponent's damage zone has 4 or less cards, deal 1 damage to your opponent's Vanguard. Similar to Phantom Blaster Dragon, effects still work, so they may save your opponent or not, as it has me previously. Right, as a deck, I am always open to suggestions if you have different ways of playing the deck. Because I'll be perfectly honest, I'm not really experienced with it, I'm still learning with it. And my experience and practice has taught me that TACHIKAZE is it's not a deck you can rush, even though you have to rush else you deck out.
It's a weird one, isn't it?
It's a deck where you have to know like the back of your hand to be able to play well. It's definitely a deck I'd say requires a lot more skill and patience while learning. That patience definitely, because there's going to be games where your deck's not going to work. There's going to be long games where you're playing, say, Shadow Paladins, and they'll wipe out your entire board quite easily, or Kagero, and you're back to square one. But patience is the name of the game. TACHIKAZE has always been one of the budget clans, so try telling him that. Oh, he was expensive. Yeah. Any suggestions, leave them down below. I will be reading them. I will take them under consideration. Goodbye, internet people.
Bye, internet people.
Bye.